your button then.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie Kolev, and I'm an instructor of Neurographica at Neurographic Academy. And today we have with me Anna Romanenko. She's also a Neurographica instructor. At Neurographic Academy, she will be teaching a class about mothers for Mother's Day. And she will lead you through a drawing with all the steps of the algorithm. As you know, we just got a new step of the algorithm. We will talk a little bit about it during the class, but if you want to know more, you are welcome to attend any other classes. Going forward, all of our classes will be with this new step. And you already know, most of you are already doing it, so it's not exactly new, but it's just called new step. And a few more announcements. We have the basic user course coming in May. It starts May 3rd. Basic user course is the foundation for Neurographica. It's a 4-week course with a lot of hands-on experience. Will give you knowledge about everything you need to know about Neurographica to use it for yourself in any situation. You will have homework, reviews, question and answers, lots of materials. You can sign up on our website. We also have 2 more courses going on. One is the trauma release program with Marina Lilikina, and the other one is a soul awakening with Tatiana Yu. And information will be posted below this video. So now I give the microphone to Anna to start the course. Hi, Anna. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Nat. Welcome, everyone. So very soon there will be Mother's Day, and we're offering a very important class today. I believe that this is one of the foundation for the happy life, to process and work with your own perception of your mother. I want to remind that we have a beautiful class about mother's prayer when we work with the energy of our children and pass on the energy to our children. Today, I want to go to basics, and we want to work with a very deep, very important resource for us, our perception of mother energy and mother role in our lives. So it's always a big topic. It's always very deep. I want you to be cautious and very gentle to yourself. Don't try to jump from the cliff. We have all challenging experiences about this topic. Some have more, some have less, but there still be some big emotions. So take care of yourself. If you need a break, you don't need to ask any permissions. You can just walk around the room or go outside, take a deep inhale and exhale to process emotions. Clean water can be very helpful to process emotions. And if you need a hug, I can always give you a virtual hug, but you can hug yourself as well, and just process. Allow yourself to have something warm next to you, maybe a blanket to hug yourself if it's too much or if it's too intense. Don't rush through your feelings. Allow yourself experience them. Allow yourself to stay with those feelings. Feelings can be confusing sometimes. They can be very complex. Allow them to be in your body and just embrace them. It could be love, joy, or it could be grief, or maybe even anger. So everything is welcome. And we have a big, beautiful group today to help you, support you, witness your healing, because the energy of mother is a resource, and we want to access this resource as much as we can and integrate it in our life. So I'm already in the flow, so we have a lot of energy today for the group. If you have any questions are always welcomed, and you can type them in chat. If you have something very intense and you want to share, like to be recorded, you can unmute yourself and ask the question and support from us. Okay, so are we ready to go deeper? Let me make it bigger. So I invite you to start with a small meditation, with a small visualization, and just to activate this energy, this flow of feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, you still have a mother and you can access this resource. It still be very important. Mother's role, it's a first energy, it's the first person we meet even before we are born. This is energy helps us to identify our life strategies, how we are going to adapt to the world in the future. While we are in a womb, we still be recognizing emotions of our moms, or we recognize the movement, we recognize the environment through her perception. So we are going to work with our own perception of our mother, because this is your perception could be different from her real role in the world. But it's very important. It doesn't matter if your mom is alive or passed away. It still be very real to you. It still be in your body, and it still be affecting your life. So we still can use this resource even mom could be passed away a long time ago. If you never knew your biological mom, I invite you to start at least with visualizations through this energy. But when we are going to draw later, you can start working with your inner parent, is your inner mother, this parent that criticize or cheer you when you do something good. Like we all have this inner parent inside of us that gives us a lot of feedback about our life, and you can work with this energy as well. Or we can always work with the biological mother, who is very played important role in our life. At least it gave us our life. And this is already the biggest gift that we could receive from the world. Okay, so enough words. I invite you to put your feet on the ground. It's very important to have your feet on the ground, because again, topic is deep, big, emotional. We need to be grounded. So I invite you to close your eyes and bring your attention to your feet. How do you feel your floor? What is the texture? What is the temperature? What is the sensations around your feet? Bring your attention how the floor and chair supporting you. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And I invite you to join me for a small journey. With your closed eyes, you can see 3 steps. The first step is made of stone, and you can try to experience what would be the sensations when you step on the stone. What is the strength, texture, maybe the sound, maybe the smell of the stone that you can experience. Take a deep inhale, and with exhale, we are going deeper, and the next step will be to the wooden stone step. Feel the texture, maybe there is some squeak that you experience. Maybe it's a bouncing step, or it's very solid. Maybe there is some different smell or sounds. And we take a deep inhale. And with exhale, we make another step, and it will be ground. Notice it's much softer. It's much welcoming, much more natural for you, or not. Just experience the texture of this ground, experience the temperature, maybe sounds, feelings, experience it. And we start walking. We are on small paths that leading us somewhere. If any of this journey will be too intense for you, you can always open your eyes and come back to your body. You don't need to ask anybody's permission to do it. Just keep walking this path. Notice the temperature. Notice the sounds around you. What do you see? It could be a meadow. It could be a forest. It could be a beach, a desert. Everyone will see something unique and important and beautiful for yourself. Notice how you're approaching a water source. It could be a lake, a gentle stream, a mountain river, an ocean, or maybe a waterfall. Just observe it. What kind of water source you see. Is it easy to approach this water source? Does it have any banks? You can walk along the shores to find a simple, easy point where you can access the water. Touch the water. What is the temperature? What is the color of the water? Is it calm or is it fast and furious with as a mountain, river. Or maybe it's completely still. Does it have any current? Is this water drinkable? What would be the taste of this water? It could be crystal clear, or bitter, or salty, maybe with some metal in it. If you cannot drink this water, how else you can use it? Maybe you can do swimming in this water. Maybe you can water your plants. Maybe you can fish in the water. Or maybe you can use a boat to swim along the water. And the water can take you somewhere. Or maybe you can use it for watermill. And it could be your power. It helps to produce some power and energy for you. Any water source could be useful. Find your use for this water. Even a swamp can be used. We are not trying to change anything in the water. We are not trying to change the current or widen the river. We are observing and experiencing it. How do you feel being next to the water or in the water? Recognize the power of this source and gentleness. Recognize the depth and calmness. Look around. Notice the environment. Notice how the environment benefits from this water. There could be flowers, trees, animals, farms. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And you can say to your water source, I appreciate your gifts very much. They are enough. I will gladly accept them and make something good out of them in your honor. For everyone, it will be something different, something unique for you. You can bow. Say your gratitude. And we are coming back from this journey, back to the same path that brought us here. We are walking back to 3 steps. The first step is ground. Take a deep inhale. And with exhale, we step on the next level, the wooden step. Experience the wood, the texture, the sounds. Take a deep inhale. With exhale, we are making another step on the stone step. Recognize the strength, the texture, the stiffness, the sharpness of the stone. Take a deep inhale. And with exhale, we are stepping in our body. You fully come back. Experience your body, touch your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. You can touch your face. You can tap your face. Take a deep inhale. And with exhale, we open our eyes. So everybody's back. Please type 1 or back that I need to make sure that everybody is back. Okay, 1, back. Good. Coming. So I want you to come back to your body. You can touch it. Make sure that you are fully present in your body now. How was it? The water source that we've seen during this experience, during this journey, was love or feeling that your mom can give you or gave you. So I want you to recognize that even if the water is not drinkable, it could be used in many different ways. It could be motivation for you to make energy out of it. And it's always enough.
Yes, we have blissful, wonderful, a beautiful, bubbling brook and crystal clear, cool water, sustainable, very good, calming. I'm here, marvelous. Everybody is having great experiences. It was wonderful. Thank you, Anna. Great meditation.
Okay. For some of you, the experience could be not as pleasant, and it's okay as well. I always encourage you to find how I can use this water. What is the purpose? What is the resource I can take from it? Okay, so this was just the beginning. So now we are going on continue our journey. Use this energy as a resource. So because some of you was able to drink or wash or refresh or relax with the water, now we are going to draw. And the inspiration for the draw today was the Mother's Day. I see so many beautiful traditions in some families when children with their mother are doing gardening, and they plant flowers and they spend time together and they connect with the stories, with the time, with the laughter. And it's a beautiful tradition that I'm inspired. My mom is far away, but I can at least to draw this drawing. Again, it doesn't matter if your mom is alive or passed away already. We're still working and spending time with our perception of our mother. So I switch the camera and we just start drawing. I prepared today green markers, but it could be black markers, blue markers, whatever color you want to experience at most today, because this is the markers I prepared to draw all my lines. So you can use black marker. It will be as beautiful as any other color.
Just one caution, whenever the marker you choose start color, just use the same color for all the lines. For coloring, you can use different colors, but for the lines, please use the same color.
Okay, thank you, Nat. And next step, like connect to your drawing, to your page, because the white page will reveal so many feelings and resources for you that you can use in your life. So thank you, this beautiful instrument that can be helpful and show us something that is deeply hidden in our subconsciousness. And the first step that we are going to do to draw a flower bed. I draw the flower bed as a circle, big circle that goes beyond the paper. We know that in Neurographica, the page really doesn't have any limitations. You can always extend it, just glue another page and extend your drawing, go deeper or go wider, or grow your perception in any direction. So my flower bed will be big. And next, what we are going to do, we are going to remember some facts about our mother. Let's say, like, my mom cook well. So this quality seems like a very simple quality, and I take this quality, my mom is a good cook, as a seed, and I plant the seed in the flower bed, and I try to grow it until I understand what is the motivation for my mother was to beyond the cooking. What was really motivated her to cook? For each of you, it could be different experience. Some moms can cook because she loved experience and try something new dishes and experience different cultures. Some mom loved to cook because it was a reunion for the family, and she welcomed every family member to gatherings at the table. Some moms cooked because this was the way her to express her love to each of the family member, or you particularly. Or maybe it's was opportunity to connect with friends and neighbors and be part of the community and communicate with different people. So you notice that there are different motivations behind each quality. So for cooking can be, motivation could be in many, many different things. And maybe your mom did not cook, and it's okay, perfectly fine. Find the fact that really was important for you. So I grow the seed. I try to experience what was the motivation for my mom when she was cooking. And my mom was one of the who played and experienced different recipes and different chemistry. It was more like a scientific experience for her. And I start growing the flower. When I realized the motivation beyond the cooking, I can express it as a flower. And flower is never just a regular perfect circle. It has some bumps and it has some edges. It's organic and natural, and I draw this flower. It will be some unusual flowers. Yours could look different, maybe different shapes, but I encourage you to draw more circular because they give you more balance, more harmonious energy beyond it. You can draw this leaves, you can draw you can make a stronger stem, you can draw roots, so this flower has a more sustainable, more stronger, and have more access to the mother nature as well, because the flower bed representing Mother Earth, and it's holding and feeding the flower. You start rounding all the corners to harmonize. I encourage you to move slower because we're activating so much energy. So, and we need to process them. We have a question: what can I do if I don't have any positive memories about my mother? So you can look, maybe again, it's your perception about your mother. See if there was anything good, not just to you, but to other people. Maybe your mom was taking care of animals, or maybe your mother was good to neighbors, or worked very hard. So those qualities you can work as well. If there is completely resistance today working with energy of your biological mom, you can work with somebody, with a figure of a mother to you. It could be your grandma, or it could be somebody, you may be some teacher who influenced you a lot, and you want to work with that energy as well. So this could be a gentler transition for you. Ultimately, I invite you to work with, even if it's challenging, around the energy with your mom, but you can start with a gentler way to access the energy and resources of another woman that influenced your life and shaped you as a woman, or helped you to grow a stronger person. Did I answer your question, Miranda? Yeah, moms are different, and we are working with our own perception. We can see what is beyond those facts. Yes, the mother and father are people who gave us life, but again, it's sometimes it's easy to say to appreciate it, but it's not so easy to process. It's not something like you have to appreciate your mom because she gave you life. It's not an order. It may have some resistance, and slowly it will come appreciation and the gift of life, but it's not something that we are demanding today, or you must feel appreciated. It should come from the inside, not by force, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so when you're done with one flower, you can go to another fact about your mom and see maybe your mom, something interesting, something unique about her. I'm trying to encourage you to find something specifically unique. It doesn't have to be perfectly perfect or beautiful or something that you're very proud, but it's something that really surprise you or unusual about her. So my mom, for example, at age of 65, she completed her master's degree. So this is the fact. And I plant the seed and I grow it. And when it's grow, the motivation beyond it is she always says that it's never too late to learn something new. And I make this flower more organic, more alive. Like this narrow line along the edge gives the flower vibration. It gives this flower some energy to connect with other flowers, to connect with me, to connect with the world. So because every perfect circle is doesn't have this vibration, we need to make it more alive, more interesting, more activated. So see what was yours. Maybe your mom has an education first in the family, higher education, or maybe not. So maybe your mom was reading a book, many books to educate herself. Okay. Yeah, we have a beautiful comment. I am who I am because of the strengths and quite frankly challenges in my mom's journey. Yes, because this is you learn from your mom, like how to adapt into a challenging world. This is can be some people can be growing in a very gentle and welcoming and warming environment. Some people has to survive in desert or in a tundra or some very challenging environment. And this is makes them unique, make them beautiful in their own way. Okay. Welcome who just joined us. Like we are planting qualities of our moms in the flower bed. So again, I want to repeat that we are going to choose the fact about some unique facts about mom and plant it as a seed. For example, my mom raised 3 children. So she has 3 children. And I grow the seed until I understand what was the motivation beyond it for this action, for this fact. And she had 3 children at a very challenging time. And the motivation, as I see it, again, we're working with our perception. It may have nothing to do with the real situation and real motivation, but my perception of her motivation was that she was brave. She was brave. And this is what I want to grow the flower. Her courage. Interesting. Like logically, I would never connect having 3 children and courage. For me, it should be a different motivation, but I trusted this feeling. What came to me, what really activated in my subconsciousness about this perception of my mom. And I grow this flower of her courage. I have already the flower of experiencing, learning, courage, and I keep finding the facts about my mom and see what was the motivation beyond this fact. My third flower is higher, as she is very great in her behavior. Good. The size, the height, we can give this, like you can give a different interpretation, depends on your system of your beliefs. So some of flowers can be wider, some of them could be smaller, some of them could be really entangled between each other and create this union and support each other. It doesn't really affect anything, like you don't force, you trust your body, you trust your hand is connected to your subconsciousness, to your body. It can speak and allow these feelings, allow this interpretation just be visible for you. And this is what is important. We are not trying to logically understand and find excuse for each moment that your mom's experienced. We are not trying to change your mom. We are trying to see, to look beyond our perception of our parent and expand it, allowed to be bigger, allowed to be versatile for ourselves. See different energies beyond it. Okay, so my mom was 40 years working at the same school. So 40 years she was working at the same school. I think it's a little bit crazy. But for her motivation was loyalty. She's very loyal to people, to place. And I want to make this flower live and vibrate. And some of the flowers can grow easily for you. There could be some space to breathe. They really expand easily. Some of them could be very intense, almost solid, because there's so much energy, your own emotions around this motivation. So, and I noticed that my flower is about her loyalty to the workplace, but to people in general, are quite emotional for myself. I allow myself to experience these emotions. I'm not rushing through. I'm rounding if it's too intense. I round it to harmonize the energy, to give myself a balance, gentleness in this. Maybe some of the flowers, you can draw a small flower at the beginning and later it can expand, it can open up. Even like at the beginning, it could be just like a bud, but it can grow later in something bigger, maybe bigger and more important motivations and realizations you can find later about this quality of your mom. I round as much as I need to process emotions. I don't need to round everything at the same time. I can go to the next seat and come back to flowers later to harmonize and really round every corner, small details. Okay. Some of the flowers need to be harmonized very like right away. Some of them can be gentle itself already. Okay, so the next, you can show your qualities of your mom, some interesting facts, type in the chat so we can, it can activate some memories in other participants and we can find inspiration in it. So some interesting feelings and motivations beyond. She had courage to be a single mom. Yes, it could be interesting energy, different motivation. It's like, first of all, it's courage. Secondly, it's a freedom as well. There is a lot of freedom to do it yourself. It's a responsibility as well. Different motivations could be hardworking. Hardworking are very, yes, many moms resonate with this quality, hardworking. But again, the motivation could be different. It could be stability, it could be interest and excitement about work. It could be trying to help other people, some people working hard because they really helpers, like nurses or teachers or some other professions. But even housewife could be working hard because she provides a lot of help for the family. Loved to have everything clean and organized. Again, cleaning and organized is it's not about my mom. So it's not just about cleaning the house. It's organizing the space, organizing thoughts, organizing people, organizing processes, organizing some accounting or some numbers or some ideas. So it could be organizing on a bigger scale. So because when you obsessed with cleaning your room, you obsessed with cleaning your other areas of your life as well. So try to look beyond. Immigrated to the States when she was 23. Again, so look what was motivating beyond this. It could be adventure, or maybe it's finding safety, maybe it's following her heart, maybe it's exploring different culture, maybe expanding her horizons. following love of her life. Like it could be different motivation beyond this. My mom is actually moved from the European part of Russia to Asian part of Russia, to Siberia. Nobody goes to Siberia but their own will, and she just moved, which was crazy. So she moved because she followed her heart. She met my father, and she moved to scary place, challenging place, to build her family. So this is to build, like facing challenges. Like it's really the facing challenges with love and excitement. Interesting. Again, the motivation that you are visualizing right now, recognizing right now, may have no logical explanation for you. I invite you to trust this feeling. Oh, maybe this was the motivation. Again, we're working with your own perception. Allow yourself to experience this motivation, like bring this motivation on your drawing, visualize it, recognize the size, the intensity of this motivation, the energy around it, the beauty about this motivation. Okay, let's me have some more comments. So much illness, self-taught artist. So the illness could be, again, it's a illness is usually this opportunity to pay attention to your body, to learn how to take care of your body, to learn how to slow down, to sometimes it could be the motivation could be avoid something, like I don't want to work hard, so my body prefers to get ill sometimes. So there could be different motivation beyond this illness. Self-taught artist, again, so self-taught artist, there are so many possible motivation beyond this. It could be the love to creation, excitement of learning something new, the recognizing beauty and shape in the world, creating forms and creating symbols could be interpretation for the artist. Beautiful vocalist, it's a very beautiful quality. It's a, so again, beyond the vocalist, what can be motivation? Maybe it's express feelings, or entertain people, make people happier, maybe share the traditions if she was loving to sing specific tradition songs or folk songs. Horrible dementia. Again, the horrible dementia could be avoiding something, avoiding memories, painful memories, avoiding some painful experiences. Or maybe it's dementia is about avoiding reality in general, going in some state when you can connect to divine and be far away from the reality. Problem solver, it's a good quality. So again, problem solver, what is the motivation beyond this quality? It could be helping people. It can, maybe it's finding unique solutions, creative solutions. It could be creativity. It could problem solver. Maybe she loved to give advices and support people. So it could be different motivations. So find your own motivations. I just give you some clues, but again, look beyond. What is beyond this quality? She's a good tailor and always make clothes for me. Beautiful. The good tailor is, again, she recognizes shapes, forms. She can recognize the clothes is something that makes other people more beautiful, warmer, safer, more attractive. Like she, first of all, if you want to make clothes to somebody, you need to recognize the beauty of the person so you can highlight it, not to hide it. So it's a different motivations. Courage to take us out of our country and start a new life abroad. This is a very beautiful, like the courage is a beautiful quality that's standing beyond the fact. Courage, adventures, interest, curiosity. It's so many things that you can expand your awareness of your mom. My mom decided to be a doctor when my grandfather was ill. She was a child and then she worked hard and she became a doctor, and she was the first one with university diploma in her family. Hooray! It's a good motivation. Again, how the challenge of your mom was motivating her, like to help, to save people, to save lives, to reduce pain and sufferings, to find solutions for health, and make life more comfortable, not just for her father, but for other people as well. My mom has actually wanted to become a doctor as well, but her father passed away before she was accepted to the university. So she became a teacher afterwards. My mom kept us safe in the bunker in World War II. She was brave and compassionate. Yes, providing safety to others, it's such a beautiful quality. So integrate, see how big it is, how beautiful is this desire for safety of her children, safety of her own life and other people as well. Like we have so many brave women because it's a Mother Earth is a feminine energy as well. There's so much potential. There's so much energy in every woman. We are creating other people, so nobody can compete with this. Connects well with others, brings joy and laughter to all who know her. Yes, it could be, the motivation could be communication, great at communicating, connecting people, make people laugh. It's a beautiful. She loved to connect and help people. Organized, responsible, energetic. Very beautiful. Again, organized, not just about the house. It could be organized about the business, organized about space, organized about people in general, like at her work. My mother had to take care of all four of us while my father was overflying in Vietnam. Well, it's a beautiful, powerful women who can take care of themselves and children and the land that were trusted in their hands. It's again this is not just about the safety, but providing support for her husband as well. He could do his brave and express his courage in the world his duty while she was taking care of this inner world, taking care of the family. So it's a beautiful support for him as well, not just for children. Very honest and always telling the truth. Speak the truth. Sometimes it could be very challenging quality. But again, finding the truth, seeing the truth, expressing the truth is a very important quality. Okay, I will go to my qualities, and mine will be about teaching people, children, adults, and the motivation would be help people to grow. Some of the qualities you may even don't understand yet, the motivations, but allow them to grow, allow them to be seen, because understanding, realization of the motivation may come to you later, maybe today, tomorrow, in your dream. It's very important to ask the question, what was the motivation beyond this? What else can I see beyond this fact? Maybe my mom is bigger than I can recognize right now. So it's a very important, just ask questions and listen till you will receive the answers. Okay. You can take it's a little bit too late to say it, but you can make some notes on a side paper or sign some qualities here so you can recognize them later. Yeah, wow, Astrid, you have a huge life story. Hugs. Yeah, thank you for supporting each other. Risk taker. Risk taker. Again, could be different motivation beyond it, because maybe it's a lot of freedom, inner freedom. Like, I have nothing to lose. I can be excited about the life as it is and taking risk to start life from the beginning. It could be interesting excitement. She was 3 sick children to take care of and 3 others that were not. I just don't know how she was able to manage all this. I believe that when there's so much challenges in life, you do whatever you need to do at the present moment. You need to do small steps at a time. Maybe look at Monique, maybe there are some other resources. Maybe your mom had a faith and she prayed to Lord and really had support from the above. Maybe she had a good connections to the community, and somebody else could provide some help and support in the community for her. So it could be some other resources that finding and access, finding bigger inner resources that we cannot imagine. Like, children could be a beautiful motivation to grow. She loves to read and keep learning even at her age 67 now. Beautiful. Yeah. Learning something new. Exploring the world. She was okay. I'm asking, I encourage you to find more opportunities to see what helped your mother become who she is in your perception. Illness share is so very helpful. Thank you. Yeah. That's why I'm always encouraged to ask questions or share your experiences. I'm here to to just find some interpretations. But again, you always pay attention what resonates with you. What is like, you don't need to force anything. You find your own unique interpretation for those facts. And tomorrow they can be different, but today they are important for you and you need to see them. Okay, we are adult, but on Christmas, my mother gave us presents as a Santa Claus wearing red bathrobe and artificial birth, because she loves us and she thinks positive and wants to give us good vibrations. Beautiful. Maybe your mom wants to believe in magic, like encourage your inner child, encourage your inner excitement, surprise. It's a beautiful tradition. And again, about vibration, maybe she feels the vibration, she feels the joy and wants to grow this joy. My mother started young, helping to raise her brothers and sisters. Responsibility, it's a beautiful quality beyond it. Growing faster, like being adult at early age, it's could be challenging sometimes. She's a self-realized soul. Very interesting. Beautiful. The self-realized soul always, like what I see in experience, always have connections to greater powers. The self-realized soul, it's not about ego, it's about finding your own place in the universe. And this could be very interesting, how you can appreciate your role in the universe and use it powerfully and beautifully and gently for the universe. I'm okay, have to go, but thanks for such a wonderful session. I hope I can see the recording. Thanks so much. Yes, we are going to have a recording and we are going to have some more important steps to review. So please stay with us or watch it later. Okay, I want one more, like I cannot speak and draw for some reason. So one more, I want, my mom is a good writer. Like she was teaching and she can write. And the motivation was that she always tried to use words to express feelings. Words can express deep feelings. And this is a very beautiful quality. And I make it bloom, vibrate, highlight it, and I round it. I want to make a stronger stem for this quality. I can grow some roots. Don't forget to grow some roots to give these qualities more support, more nourishment from the Mother Earth. Okay, we have this. Well, my mom got her early childhood specialist degree in her 30s because I was so active. But she brought so much love and joy to all the families with young children that she taught. She recognizes the value and authentic beauty of all ages, from birth to the elderly. Yes. My mom got her, okay. Yes, like recognizing beauty in every age, recognizing the importance. So I had some discussions with one of my clients, and she said, like, okay, so my children grown up, they don't need me anymore. So like my role as mom is done. It's actually a role, aging mom is such a beautiful role. How to help, how to teach your children how to age, how to deal with challenging sickness or challenging situations, how to forgive people, how to change your point of view in life, how to let go some people, or maybe preparing yourself and your her relationship with the death. It's a very important lessons for our children as well. So the role of mother never is never ends. It just goes on a different level and different lessons that we are teaching our children as with age. Light-hearted, joyful, beautiful, the joyful. What is the beyond the joyful? Could be, it could be that in having joy, make other people happier, or maybe for some people it could be to allow people to create this safe environment where people can grow, can express their feeling, because expressing joy could be even more challenging than expressing anger. It's a very beautiful talent when you can create a space where people feel joyful. Yeah, wonderful opportunity to sink in and not take mom's journey for granted. Yes, like every mom had a very unique path. For some have a more challenging, some of them not, but they had enough resources to raise you. Maybe it wasn't as you wanted, maybe it wasn't as you expected, but you are here. You are alive. So something they did very well to survive and give you the life that you have and teach you in some way. Well said, Kate. Yes, thank you. My mother felt frustrated with her situation as a housewife, and so taught me to be self-sufficient and strong. Again, encouragement of the children, encouragement of other people. And again, how, like, she can be frustrated with the housewife, but again, she created enough safe nest for you where you could have enough resources to follow your dreams. Sometimes our parents had to sacrifice something to give us a little bit more. So this is a could be beautiful motivation for them as well. I want to know more about the basic user course. Please share more details, fees, etc. to my email. Okay, Nat, we have this question, so
yes,
you can contact.
Yes, I will. If you can give me the email, I don't see it right now, but I will send the information.
Our website, neurographic.academy.com, is the best source for basic information about the courses and classes that we are teaching. So you can, I highly recommend to start with the neurographic.academy.com, and neurographic.academy@gmail.com is our web email, and you can contact, and Nat will contact you as well. Much admired. Yes, for some people can be beauty and taking care of body and taking care of health is a beautiful motivation as well. So I don't know if the admired was related to it or not, but it could be good quality as well. I recommend basic user course, words to do it, especially with Anna and Nat. Carolina, thank you very much. We highly appreciate when you are praising us and promoting us, because we are not so good at promoting ourselves. But we are very good at giving information and invite you to express your feelings, experience your feelings. But it was what we needed. Yes, what we needed. Exactly. The universe always gives us the parent that can teach you the most. It could be harsh, challenging teachers, but sometimes lesson should be very hard and challenging, and we need to acknowledge it. Okay, so I have enough flowers. I will have some time to color them later, but see, maybe there is something that you want to wish to your mom. Maybe you want to add something to make those flowers to grow or to be recognized. It could be sun, it could be gentle rain, or maybe it's a gentle stream in the roots that will watering those flowers. Bring something that you can wish for them. Again, with purpose, not to change them, because they're already beautiful, but to support them. Like, what would you believe they will benefit the most in this drawing? And again, any natural elements can be helpful. I want to, like, my mom is a religious person, so I want to give her beautiful sun with so much energy that will represent experiencing presence of divinity in her life. You can do maybe some flowers need some shade, and you want to do some clouds or some rainbow, or see what you want to wish for your mom in your drawing, how you want to visualize, what will represent, which element will represent this. We as mothers, we can also learn so much from our daughters and sons at any age, in any situation. Oh yes, Sarah, I'm completely like, they are our teachers as well. I'm wondering if this course is about forgiving our mothers. Tatiana, it's not about forgiving. Again, it's children are not in the position to forgive their own parents. There is hierarchy, and energy is always going from parents to children. To forgive somebody, you need to be in a position higher, like a blessing. Okay, I bless you with my forgiveness. Children cannot forgive their parents as much as we want to. The ultimate forgiveness for us is to appreciate gifts and lessons that our parents gave us. Sometimes the only gift, and this is already big enough, life. They gave us life, and they can screw up with everything else, and it will be enough, because life cannot be underestimated. The life is already big gift, and appreciating their importance in our life is very valuable experience, very valuable resource. So again, try to look at it from a different perception, that you are not, I don't think they need our forgiveness. I invite you to see the beauty, unique beauty in their harshness, in their controlling experiences. Like there is something beyond it. There is always something beyond facts that we see, and maybe we don't recognize them in fully, but we can recognize some of it today. Thank you, Anna. This was both beautiful and very painful. I have learned a lot, but need to leave now. Ronnie, please come back to watch the recording to finish the drawing, because it's a very important step that we are going to do right now. I recommend next level specialist as well. Yeah, Carolina. I want to make note that we do not teach specialists anymore. How important are the spirals? I haven't put them over flower. Should I go back? No, the spirals, for me, it's just opportunity to grow the flowers, but it's not something that you need to do. It could be just a circle, or it could be different shape or oval. You don't, there's nothing you must do in this drawing. It's always, we trust our body. If you don't resonate with spirals, please don't do them. And again, it's trust yourself. Gift in the strangest wrapping. Oh yes, yeah. Gifts could be very challenging to accept. But again, this is our active role, to accept them and not. As you see, like the water that we've seen in the meditation, for some people, it wasn't drinkable, but it could be a resource of the water, could be used in a different way. It could be a beautiful energy resource to motivate you to produce something else, to grow something out of it. So it, again, the gifts could be not as we expected, because there's something else we need to learn to do in our life. She always created a cozy, welcoming home with food and stability. Okay. One more step, like I'm trying to remember everything. So extend some of the sprouts or some flowers to the top, so they have some more support, like a pole or a thread, to grow higher. Grow higher in my perception. Maybe I can recognize a new interpretations, new motivations beyond tomorrow. But I want it to be connected and expanded to the all sizes, all in all directions. And if I have some sharpness, I can extend and soften this sharpness to make this drawing very gentle. The corners representing conflict, representing some intensity between in our emotions. We want to soften them. We want to make them gentler, more harmonized, more balanced. So I extend my lines to all the edges of the paper, make it softer, make it beautiful, clean. Okay, I don't remember if she always created a cozy, welcoming home with food and stability. Yeah. Worthy to be in memories of my mom, as well as inspiring to hear about other moms. Yes, yeah, the group, energy group is beautiful. We have such a beautiful people raised by beautiful moms. Different, very different moms. What do you think it means if my flower extends way beyond the age of my paper? Interpretations could be your own, or it could be something beyond your understanding that motivated her. You cannot recognize. You can always have the option to extend your paper and follow this growing flower and see, maybe the motivation is so high, so out of the world, out of the reality, that out of your perception, that you can find something new and very interesting. Or maybe the motivation is so big that it's just looking for more space to grow. So trust your body, trust your notion to grow, and you can always extend the paper. Look what is beyond. To sign up for the basic level course, you have the link below. Starts May 3rd. So thank you, Nat, for keeping posted. I can't see anything. Screen turned black. My screen is still be visible. Yes, Nat?
Yes, everything is visible. If you see 3 dots on your screen somewhere, you can switch to different view, speaker view, for example. It's something with you, or you can try different. I don't know what you're using, but everybody can see it correctly.
And if you cannot see, like, you can exit and enter again. Do we accept back people?
No, right now it's closed, but there will be recording available.
There will be recording. And we have a few more comments. Very tasteful with her clothes and beautiful details at home. Yeah, the creating a beautiful space. Again, the seeing beauty in details and clothes is the same quality as seeing beauty in people. To create a beautiful clothes for somebody, you need to recognize their own beauty before you can create something, like in small detail, maybe some accent in the clothes that really highlight personality of another person. Wait. This is my first class in a live, real-time way. It is somehow even more supportive. I will open to the possibility of keeping this energy of connection with me when learning with the recordings too. Thank you, Kate, for joining us first time. Yeah, the group, live groups are very interesting, and it's an intense energy, but very gentle. We have a beautiful community to draw together, so it's always excited about new classes. My mother was a childcare provider from 18 to 79 and is loved in our community, also a single parent to 4. It was sometimes hard to be noticed by her, and I feel like I shouldn't be representing myself in the garden, but it happens. Is that bad or selfish? There is nothing bad to be seen. The desire to be seen, you can always place yourself. Or maybe one of the flowers and one of the qualities already representing you. So it's like if you have this desire to be seen by your mom, you can draw the circle or different shape that represent you, and you can say, Mom, look at me, I'm here. I'm your oldest, or I'm your second daughter, or like, look at me, I am here. Allow yourself to be present for her here as well. Okay, well, my drawing as always has a million lines. I will spend more time to round every corner, but we can start coloring, and each Each flower can be colored separately, or maybe you can color just a flow. You don't have to preserve the image of flowers. You can just create this colorful state or emotions, feeling that you experience in your body. So you don't need, again, you don't need to preserve each flower, but the only rule that we're following with color, we are connecting several elements together with the same color. We are connecting details in the bigger shapes. And we can come back later to round all the corners. I said that it's not needed to preserve each flower, but if you want to highlight each flower, you can do it. You can do it. And each flower may have different colors. It doesn't have to be only one color. It could be a combination of different feelings. Remember that colors mostly representing our feelings, bigger energies, bigger connections. It's our possibility to step, look at our bigger bigger meanings beyond lines. I have realized some wonderful things about my mother through this class that I think I have kept hidden by thinking she was responsible for the things I don't like about myself. She was truly wonderful and raised me in a beautiful manner. Thank you, Anna and Ned. I can say only amen to it. I'm glad that you find out something very healing for yourself. And the truth and healing may be unfolding for you even more later, because more realizations, more qualities, more memories will come to you in a beautiful way. And you can extend your drawing if you feel that this is something that you want to draw, or maybe something that you want to think about it, or just visualize in your mind. Thank you for that. Tears are falling. Again, allow yourself, embrace the feeling that those tears or representing. Allow yourself to see what is beyond the tears. Tears is just our behavior, like this is something that we expressed outside. But what is the feeling hidden inside of us? It could be joy, it could be grief, it could be appreciation, gratitude, love, sorrow, anger, whatever is coming to you, let it be experienced fully. And you can, when it will be experienced, you can notice that there is something beyond it. There is something start growing behind this feeling, something gentle and new and fresh for you. Okay. I keep coloring. Again, I will come back to my drawing to finish all the roundings. But I want to show you some more steps. Yes. For some reason, it's a topic is so big today that it's very hard for me to talk, to read, and draw at the same time and process my feelings, because my own experiences are very deep and revealing big emotions as well about my relationship with my mom. That never, not always been ideal.
Yeah, I can be reading from now on if you want, and you just be drawing.
Yes, thank you. I highly appreciate it, Nat.
And I have been realizing lots of wonderful things about my mom too. And thank you for always returning us back to motivations and to understand the human behind those actions that we've seen our mothers are doing. We did not realize that there is more to it, and to understand more deeper what she was. So thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Nat. Yeah. Again, we're accepting and accessing the beautiful resource that is always present. It's present in our body, it's present in our memories, it's present in our behavior. It's, again, the mother, like in astrology, mother is represented by moon. And moon is always representing the way we're adapting to the world. The way we, it's our energy, how we, the beautiful instrument, how we can achieve our goals, how we are going to like create the priorities in our lives. So this is always important for us. And this is just an opportunity visualize it in a gentle way, in as much as we can process. We can always come back to the drawing, take some pause, come back and add some new elements, new lines, new colors, make it deeper, make it more profound, or make it more softer and gentler. This is the beautiful instrument that we can use together.
Okay, the next comment we have, my mom recently passed away, and so much this came up at her memorial and eulogy by men and others, family and friends. Thank you for sharing, Caroline. Cynthia, I realized I never really knew my mother. Exactly. Yes, my thought. My heart feels tied up. I can't come up with any motivation except it's just who she was. She passed many years ago, thanks to you both. I was so excited for my first live class, but right now I'm left with mixed emotions.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Anna.
So I want to say, like, if you don't recognize the motivation right now, allow to draw this, allow to draw the flower. It could be crooked, it could be asymmetrical, it could be intense. Allow this, visualize that there is some motivation beyond facts that we can see. There is something beyond we can recognize, we can remember. And this will expand your awareness. It will create some opening for you to see something new, to learn something by observing yourself, by observing your behavior. And it's when we learn something new about mother, we learned about ourselves as well, because there's so much that we integrate in our life from them.
Yeah.
There's only two options. We are following the steps of our mother, or we do completely opposite. Like there is only two things, like it's almost like a seesaw. You are on the same side with your mom, or you are on opposite side, and try to balance this emotion, this energy.
Yes, Cynthia, I just wanted to share, we are drawing Neurographica, and the steps, just follow the steps what Anna is doing, just draw the seeds, draw the lines, draw the flowers in round and color, and set the intention. It will come to you, maybe not right away. It is a very good process. It's very good tool. Just trust it and follow the steps. You can repeat the drawing later, or just without any repetition, you will get realizations little by little whenever it's time for you to have them. So it's a very deep process, and for everybody, it's different timing. Allow it to work for you. Okay, another comment. All of this is very comforting to me. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you, Caroline. That it's comforting, but again, the expanding your awareness can be not comforting at all. The whole process is not to make you feel good about your mom. The whole process is to expand your perception of your mom, to recognize something a little bit bigger that we used to recognize. And can be quite a stretch. It could be some breaking patterns. It could be some discomfort in your body, in your emotions. It could be intense. Allow yourself to accept this discomfort. Don't try to judge your drawing or your feelings because they are not happy feelings. They are your feelings and they have the right to be acknowledged and to be recognized. So it's a very important. Should we complete rounding before we use color? Like when you have time, it's an ideal world, yes. In ideal world, we always finish all the roundings before we start coloring. But I want to show you all steps, and you can keep rounding and finish the rounding later. But I want to show you all the steps so you can have the complete process of this drawing.
The rule is we finish with the rounding before we go to sleep at night. So for the day, you would need to finish, I'm sorry, the rounding. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a, because when we have too many angles, sharp objects on our drawing, it creates some unrestlessness in our mind. It activates energy, and we need to calm down. We need to, the rounding helps us to process, to harmonize and balance the energy. The coloring you can use colored pencils, or you can use markers, highlighters, if you want it faster, brighter.
Okay, sorry, Anna, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I round coloring, but I come back to my drawing after the class will be finished and make sure that I round every corner. I will finish the rounding. This is a very important. It's not just like, okay, I'm rushing through the process. I'm rushing through the steps, but I complete the steps later for sure.
It is so interesting to observe, says Sarah, what my drawing is telling me. Although some of my mother's motivations seem to be not so positive to me, it is so clear now that these are her motivations because she is who she is. And I do not need to judge them, good or bad, anymore. I am in peace with them, and this is so soothing and calming. Very good insight, Sarah, and that's the main point of our drawing, to be able to look inside of you and get those messages. Very good. Ben, throughout my holistic health journey, I realized how much of my mom's qualities I represent and rejected out of anger and hurt. But on my 50th year, at the end, I made the intention and did thesis of welcoming mom home it was very emotional and beautiful. Isn't it beautiful how we all have our mothers inside of us? We all, at some point or another, look like them. And the more I grew older, the more I see my mother in me. And it is beautiful process. Thank you, Ben, for sharing your healing journey. Beautiful.
Yeah, energetically, whenever we have this, our biggest fears could be around mother as well, and our biggest safety in could be about mother. Not for everyone. There are different, of course, different experiences, different lives, but in most situations, this is a very profound experience when we can find our path back to this, to our mom. This is a very important. You don't need to color everything. It's okay if there is some white space on your drawing. So there is some room to breathe. There is some room to grow. As I already mentioned before, you can always come back and add more qualities and add more flowers to your drawing. They can be very cosmic flowers or can be very natural, something that really recognize and reminds you some flowers that was growing in your mother's garden, or she loved them. So there is no strict rules about it. Whatever you feel is appropriate for your drawing, whatever you feel is appropriate for you to represent your emotions and your feelings, you have our blessing to do it on your drawing. There is no limitations how it should look. You don't follow any patterns. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be unique and authentic and sincere to yourself. So this is the only encouragement I want to feel. Okay, so I colored all my flowers. And what the next step I want you to remember that we are going to add field lines, and I want you to imagine that the flowers are growing and they creating seeds, beautiful seeds. Some of them, each quality, each motivation has them, like desire to be creative, like creativity, the curiosity, education, bringing the expressing emotion through words. This is a beautiful qualities. And the wind, a field line is a wind, are blowing through those flowers and collecting those seeds so they can grow inside of you. Some of them may be not resonating with you and you don't want to collect those qualities, but some of them will be beautifully integrated in your life. And if you need, you can create several field lines, very bold, very visible. They are narrow lines, like as a wind to integrate the seeds in your life. They can come from different directions. Some of the field lines can go through like several field lines go through one quality, or just gently touching some of them. So again, like we are wind collecting the seeds of qualities, and it can grow inside of you in a different way. Like if you are, like, again, even some motivations that you think are negative, they can grow in a beautiful, powerful things in your life. For example, if my mom was sick because she tried to avoid something, you can use this avoiding something by saying your truth, like saying that, like, no, I don't want it. I can quit this job because I don't want to avoid this job anymore. You can have this awareness that I have the power to quit, avoid some discomfort, avoid some conflicts, and be healthy at the same time. You don't have to be sick to use this quality, this motivation. Maybe some creativity, maybe the creativity that your mom was drawing or sewing dresses, and this the creativity was her motivation. For you, motivation can be, I'm creative in my business, or I am creative in gardening, or I am creative in finding creative solutions in my work teaching children. So it could be different implementation of those motivations. But remember that the quality is still be a seed inside of you. You have your own choice to grow the tree or flower out of this seed the way you want, the way you will nourish, the way you will take care of yourself and take care of this motivation. So it could be the opposite. Instead of just like we've done, finding motivation beyond facts, but facts can be different from the same motivation. So does it make sense? Did I explain it well enough so you understand how the motivation can be in your life implemented in a different way?
Yes, so take it as lessons, learning take what resonates with you from those experiences, and you can always use it for the highest good for yourself. And yes, you did explain it well, says Helen. Thank you.
Yeah. And of course, after we adding field lines, we always come back and follow this field line and round all the corners that this field lines crossing, like all the lines that it's crossing. Sometimes it's even following some lines, but the thickness of line can create new corners. So we go along the field lines and round it. And around it. So make it integrated, because the energy that we inviting, this wind, this higher power, this universe that helps us to grow our soul, to grow our personality, to grow our spiritual journey as well, is bringing the energy with this. The universe, whatever seeds you choose, the universe helps it. It will push us in the direction to implement those qualities in our life, to experience those qualities in our life. Like in rounding helps us to integrate those qualities in a gentle way, in a safe way, without any forcing, without any painful experiences, like something that we can embrace and prepare with enough energy, with enough resources. Challenging experiences only coming when we don't have enough resources, when we don't have enough energy to deal with them. If we have enough energy, enough wisdom, enough capacity, we take it as a regular experience. There is no drama, there is no traumatized experiences if we have enough resources. Okay.
I feel like this is a huge celebration of my mother's beautiful spirit. My heart is full of even more appreciation of all that makes her who she is. Yes, you do a fabulous job explaining the wind. Your insight is opening up so much growth inside my mind and heart. Thank you, Janil. We can act or be present and not react, as Kate is saying.
Thank you guys for sharing your experience and about healing experience and awareness or expansion of your awareness. This is the very important for me and for Nat as well. And next step after rounding, again, I'm rushing a little bit through the steps, but you take your time, process emotions, round all the corners, round each, soften each entanglement, allow the energy move freely through your drawing. The next step is very important to see what is the most important quality or the most important element on your drawing that that you want to highlight. We are going to the step number 6, fixation or affixing. There are different names for the same action, like the element that we want to highlight, something that we want to create the priority about this quality. What do you want to remember about this experience? Maybe it's something, the wish. Maybe it's some element that was representing gratitude to your mom or love that you, or maybe there is some element that you wanted to say to your mom always, like we had this beautiful experience about, I want to be visible by my mom. And this could be the element that could be highlighted. Trust yourself, look at your drawing, what wants to be presented. Maybe it's already presented, or maybe you want to add something new. I want actually, like I'm looking at my drawing and I feel like I want to add some element here. It will be the new element. Something that I want to tell my mom. And I want to make it even bolder because it will be my fixation. This element will be representing my love to my mom, my appreciation, my gratitude. You can say something that, or again, this is my desire to add this new element. For you, it could be some quality or some wish that you added to your drawing. And it's could be integrated and highlighted to make it more visible for you. So the next day you look at your drawing and say, oh yes, this was about this beautiful quality that I keep forgetting, and this is how eye-opening for me. This is about something that really motivated me to move forward in my life. This is what brings me the most healing. In my like my drawing, my fixation will be represented by like how much I love my mom. I don't have to verbalize this meaning of the circle. It's like I allow this circle be charged with emotions that I experience. All the message that I want to deliver, visualize on my drawing related to feelings. Okay, For you, it could be, again, it could be any of the flowers. It could be maybe sun, maybe a cloud, maybe any other element that you wanted to add to your drawing. So this, and because we use a bolder line for fixation to highlight this highlighted element. And we always go along the edge and round all the corners, make them integrated, softened, without any forcing, without any conflicts in our, first of all, in our neuron system, in our perception, that there is no conflict in me to express my love to my mom in a gentle, beautiful, harmonious, because it's a circle way. And I can go and round as much as I want. If you don't want to use a very bold line, you can highlight it with colors, with highlighters. You can make it, use some shading around it, make it more stand out, something that you will recognize easily later. Again, like most of you still rounding or coloring, it doesn't have to be done right now, but for later, just remember that you can use different ways to highlight your important element, something that you will remember. You can always add new lines. You just need to integrate them in a gentle way by rounding corners. Okay. And the next step is actually the, like right now we had, let me, where's my, so the basic algorithm right now has 8 steps. And the only new step that we have is instead of step number 7, which was topic 200, now we have aesthetic satisfaction. The name can be changed, but the meaning of it, that we need to finish the drawing until we visually, aesthetically satisfied with this, until with the process. It doesn't have to be pretty gentle drawing. It has to fully represent your feelings. It has to fully represent your process that this drawing activated and representing. So you can add colors, you can round more corners, you can highlight even more your fixation. How to harmonize your drawing, or maybe activating it even more, intensify instead of harmonizing, because the intensity of your emotions needs to be fully expressed in your drawing. So you can, if this very draw contrast colors, maybe you want to soften them, blend them a little bit, add some shadings, integrating different colors, make the colors more complex, more interesting, some element that will bring you aesthetic satisfaction. Be aware that we are not looking for some art, like not just flowers, hearts, kittens, or some bumblebees around it. It's not about Neurographica. We don't need to be like representing real elements in your drawing to be fully satisfied. Make it as abstract and as symbolic as possible, but you still be able to activate the gentleness of colors, the flow of colors, the integration, entanglement of lines, or balance of lines, and that will give you some satisfaction, from the aesthetic satisfaction, visual satisfaction from your drawing and from the process that this drawing representing. Nothing new. We always say that you can always add some new elements, but the creator of the method, Pavel Piskarev, decided that it's so important to give yourself time to fully acknowledge the completion and satisfaction in your drawing, that he dedicated a special step in the algorithm for this particular process. So does it make sense? Is it clear what the new step of the basic algorithm representing? Good. I see Cynthia, she is show me that she understands. So I hope that everybody else understands it as well. Yeah, okay, so the last step is huge. This is a step number 7, and the step number 8 will be the topic 2. The topic 2, like in this case, the topic for everyone was working, expanding perception of the mother energy, perception of role, mother role in your life. What kind of conclusions, what kind of healing, what kind of realizations you found out during this process? This will be the topic 2. What would you draw next to experience or expand this healing process? Maybe you want, some of the qualities are so intense and you want to do the catharsis about it, and you want to release intensified emotions around it. And because you feel that like, okay, this is something that there is a blockage in me and I need to process it and I need to spend more time with this. But you can type in chat what was your biggest realizations about your this process, what you learned about yourself, what you learned about your mom, what would you do the next for you. Like most of you already shared this experience, but who did not, you can participate.
Yes, so the very good we had. I tend to turn much of my rounding. Okay, I'm adding the element of love because I hope my mom knew how much I did love her. Very good. And for me, it's her, my mom's ability to appreciate life and not to give up and always see positive, and the amount of energy that she invests in everything she do, and with love and appreciation. And Anna is showing the 8 steps now. They used to be 7. Those are translations from Russian. And if at some point they are translated differently, it is a possibility. So try to understand the meaning, not the remember. Thank you, Anna. After this drawing, I realized that I inherited quite a number of qualities from her. Felt so thankful and grateful to her. Yes, Susan, thank you. Beautiful. And so we are 15 minutes out. If you want to unmute and just express what was the most important for you in this class, very quickly. We don't have much time. The meeting is gonna get shut down in a little bit. So, or just say thank you to Anna. And before you do, you can unmute yourself now. Before
Can I say something before I forget?
Sure, yes, sorry.
For the person who wanted to add yourself on the drawing, it's okay if you want to highlight yourself to be more visible for your mom. It's not about selfishness. It's not about ego, and it's not about, it's about acknowledging importance to be visible, not just to your mom, but in the world in general as well. So if you have any questions, like, can I highlight myself on this drawing? Yes, you can. And this is as important and as beautiful and healing for you and for her as well. So just because I think this is important to be said.
Yes, thank you. That's very important. And while anybody wants to share, again, what was the most valuable for you from this class? I'm gonna just repeat that we have the basic user course starting in May 3rd will be the first class. We will have 4 live classes with recordings available. If you cannot attend the live classes, you can watch the recordings. There will be 4 homeworks, lots of extra materials. You have lifetime access to our courses, and you can attend future live classes and receive all the updates that may come out from the Institute. We're keeping in touch with the Institute of Creativity, and
I just wanted to say, like, how active we are, because this rule about new step in the algorithm was published in Russian on April 20th. And today is April 23rd, and you are already know what does it mean. Okay, so I take credit for it.
Yes, of course, always. And so 2 other very nice programs that we offer right now at the moment, they're going live, is the trauma release program. Again, you have 4 live classes to process any past trauma and recordings, of course. And another beautiful course program is the Soul Awakening program, which is, again, live classes with recordings, supportive group community, and lots of feedback from the instructors for your wonderful work. It's a very deep course, connecting with your soul and living the life that you're meant to live in abundance in those difficult times that are right now.
And I just wanted to say how proud we are to introduce you 2 new instructors with their own perception of Neurographica, with their own deep experiences. And sometimes there is a drama or challenges behind those healing processes. So we are welcome you to try them, to see them. Maybe some of them will resonate with their energy even more than with ours. We want you to experience different energies and different interpretations of this beautiful method. See how alive and versatile it is. There is no limitations for your healing. So we offer you more people, more instructors, more instruments to find this healing, to find this opportunity to grow your soul, to grow your personality, to heal your wounds. So
yes, we have Victoria saying, thank you, Nat and Nana, how much simplicity my mom needed to have in her life while raising 8 children. I can simplify my life. Great, Victoria, happy for you. Jana, thank you. It was very inspirational and nice time with you always. Jana, thank you. Thank you so much for this class, Kimberly. You're welcome. Claire, I first felt headache, a little later, a movement of energy from back to Head followed, finally almost felt
Okay.
faint as a rush of energy moved down from head to chest.
Okay, so
have
one more
also-
thing, like, sorry, sorry for interrupting. I want, like, for person who has a headache or whatever you have headache, I invite you to do this gentle exercise to release a little bit the headache. So put your hands like this and you start them moving like gently. So the fingers, tips of your fingers, just moving gently. And you can do it like you're touching fingers, not your palms. And it helps to release the energy, to reset your brain, to reset left and right brain, hemisphere of your brain. So this can be very helpful, and you feel how much energy is activated in your hands, and the blood is rushing from your mind to your hands, and some more energy that you can really now do something with your hands.
Thank you, Anna. Okay, and if you cannot find the fixation right now, you can just wait until later when you're ready to see it, but finish the rounding. This is the step you need to finish. The rest you can finish later. And in this actual, I'm getting the deeper connection and appreciation that I was seeking in conversation. Very good Kate is getting. Practices, thank you. Thank you, it was so interesting. I learned a lot, Carolina, thank you. Deb, my mom has passed and I have been missing her, and this has
Providing
helped so
for
much.
myself, grounding.
Wait, Annette, I will mute everyone just in case, because there's so many speaking. So if you want to say something.
Okay. That was thank you. Love your lessons. Such a pretty pity you don't provide courses. Your lessons are so precious each time. Carolina, thank you. Thank you. From Miami, from Medic, Miami, Florida.
They are just as pretty and powerful as you want to go. Because like if you want to go deep, it will be precious and powerful. If it's something that you want to be gentle and just touch on the surface, it will be gentle and shallow. So it's you decide how much you want to go.
Yes, Cindy, the recording will be available. Just log into the same link. Every element in this drawing has emotions associated with it. Exactly, yes, correct. Thank you from Alberta, Canada. Very lovely class. Thank you, Susan. Glad you loved it. I really intentional expression. Yes, that's it. That's right. Thank you so much for wonderful class. Presence, peace, unconditional love, freedom to be myself are my teachings from today. Wonderful, Sarah. Hugging the whole group in golden energy. Take care, everyone. Namaste. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. We have a raised hand from Dr. Aparna. So do you want like, yeah, you can unmute yourself, and if you want to ask or show your drawing. Okay.
So thank you so much, Anna and Natalie. I'm from India. So just like that, I was checking out for some art therapy, and I got this course. Oh my God, it's awesome. Okay, so every every piece of this has emotions and reasons for this drawing. Okay, nobody can understand this drawing so easily. Okay, so it's really awesome. See, when I see this, I know this is I'm presenting diamonds to my mom, and this shows how it grows. So it's amazing. Yeah, I want to take it for my country. That's what I can say.
Come take the basic user course with us, and you can learn more.
Yeah.
May I give you small advice about the drawing? I've noticed something. Notice the circles like seeds, not connected to anything. They're
Yeah,
like
here.
just small dots. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Draw a narrow line and connect them to the closest flowers, so they are part of the system. They are
Okay.
not lost. So they have this energy source connections to the energy, because through these lines you will connect to the Mother Earth
Okay.
and to the mother yourself, so like your mother as well. So this connection, there is no separate elements in the drawing. This is what Neurographica is about, connecting, about finding the smooth flow of energy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anna.
Sorry
Really,
for
learn a lot.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, every country now can benefit from Neurographica for sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Anyone else wants to show the drawing or have any questions about the drawing? We have the recording will stop very soon, but we still have few minutes. If you have something that you have, like something on restlessness about your drawing, you can ask a suggestion or just support or virtual hug.
Okay, Claire is saying I felt
Okay.
guided to
Ben, do you want to
calming.
show? Okay. Okay. Beautiful. I see the fixation. I see the field lines. Notice how the left one side of your drawing is more emptier than another one. So see, you can add more lines there, or you can even allow another flower to grow. Maybe you don't understand yet what that means, but allow this empty space to be represented by something. And I cannot hear you. You need to unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you.
No, I still don't hear you.
Oh,
Like the microphone still be red. So you can type your question in the chat if you have any questions. Mm-hmm.
Am I unmuted?
Okay, we have a question. Is coloring required to complete the drawing? What if it just left as black and white? You can keep it black and white, but color give you more more powerful level of emotions, and it will help you to connect small details about your mom in a bigger meanings, in a bigger emotions, and bigger flow of resourceful.
And Anna, you're muted now because there was another sound.
Okay, now can you hear me? Because it feels like you're losing me. So you can keep it black and white if you have enough energy and emotions to process, and you need some time. But you can come back to your drawing and do some colors, and it will bring you to new level. See how your mom is not just black and white. Your mom is more colorful, more exciting, more attracting life and creating life around herself, more colorful life. So this is your opportunity to create a colorful perception of your mom. So thank you so much for your teaching and for providing a safe and comfortable place. I have been learning on my own and feel drawn to take the basic users class. Much thanks. So thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have such a beautiful group of like-minded people supporting gentle and really desire to grow together and support in this growth and healing process. I hope that Mother's Day will be beautiful for you and for your moms in a memory or in offline meetings. So you can plant your garden with some intention, like you have the seeds and you have something that you want to grow in the memory of your mom, or maybe something that you want qualities of your mom, her intentions to grow in your life and be in her honor, in her memory. So to make life and world more beautiful and more exciting. Thanks a lot. We are going to see you next month. I know already the topic we are going to work on. Again, the basic user course, next basic user course starts on May 3rd, and try out different courses. I highly recommend, if it's the first time that you just learning about the Neurographica, the complementary and balancing energy for this class would be Mother's Prayer, when we work with the energy for our children, and how we, in the role as a mother, can give the energy to our children and bless them for their goodness and greatness in life. So thanks a lot.
And if you have taken
Is
the
there anything
basic
else,
user,
Nat, do you want to say?
yeah, if you have already taken the basic user
Or
course, you
it's time
can
to say goodbye. Please complete your drawing. Cynthia, did you want to ask something?
No,
see
I
your
was
hand
saying,
raised.
can you hear me?
That's okay
I
if you're
cannot
running out of
hear you.
time. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I think
And